Are you planning a trip to Shanghai and wondering what to see? Then this video is for you. I picked out places to my taste, but in my opinion, these are exactly the places that must be visited if you're in Shanghai for just 3 days. If you need more spots in Shanghai, I've compiled a guide to this impressive city. It includes all the necessary information for travelers, as well as 40 photo spots on the city map. In the guide, you'll find old spots, temples, parks, landmarks, museums, and much more. Every place is accompanied by a photo, a short description, and a marker on the map, so there's no need to add anything yourself. I suggest starting the first day with not the most popular places in Shanghai. I highly recommend visiting Team Lab, the digital art museum. It's an interactive Japanese exhibition that includes 7 interactive areas with immersive installations. In the first zone, you become a character of a fantasy movie. There's whole corridors of flowers over here where you have to find the secret rooms yourself. There's a room where the boundaries of reality are erased and you find yourself in an endless, shimmering space. And this room with lanterns, it's as if you found yourself in a new universe. A room with light bulbs where time stops and you can watch them indefinitely. Illusory images here sing and dance right before you. In the next room, you need to find a spot and then an image will appear. It's a bit of a walk from the subway, about 20 minutes. The entrance fee is 250 yuan. You can buy a ticket at the box office. There was a discount and it came out to be almost 20% off. With my promo code, you can receive a 5% discount. It took me 2 hours to visit the place, including taking pictures and looking for secret rooms. Next place. It's actually a pretty ordinary neighborhood with narrow streets and shops. But if you like that kind of thing, then I recommend this area. It's a historical quarter with a maze of narrow streets, along which are small shops, galleries, cafes, and restaurants. All the buildings have been restored and turned into a space for creative people. In my opinion, it's a very cozy place and one of the best spots for taking photos. You can get to Tianjifang by subway, getting off at Daputiao Station, Line 9, and then walking for 15 minutes. Not far away, there's a quarter that's quite well known among foreigners. It's the French Concession. The French Concession is a district that was once under the administration of France. It's a historical quarter with narrow cobblestone streets, classic French-style houses, cozy cafes, and bakeries. There's a unique aromatic aura that seems to linger here. I really enjoyed wandering around, admiring the architecture, and checking out the outdoor restaurants. There's even an Orthodox church and lots of parks. It's a really cool place that showed me another side of Shanghai. You can easily get there by metro. This is Xintiandi on Line 10 or South Wanpi Road on Line 1. The Taoist temple Dinan is one of the most famous temples in Shanghai. I definitely recommend going there, as all these places are close to each other. The temple was built in the 3rd century and its architecture is in traditional Chinese style. You can see beautiful barreled arch gates, decorated roofs with curved ends, carved beams and columns. You can get there by metro, Dinan Temple Station on Line 2, and then walk for 5 minutes. I recommend spending the next day in an ancient city. There are 3 very popular ones in Shanghai. It's 1,700 years old and is called the Venice of China. It's built on water and looks like the set of a historical film, although people have lived here for many generations. It's one of 4 well-preserved ancient cities in China. Getting there is very easy, but it takes a long time. Take the subway to Zhujiajiao subway station and then walk for 20 minutes. It takes about 2 hours to get there by metro from the center. Visiting the city itself is free. I would set aside a whole day for it. I spent 4 hours in the city itself. What can you do there? You can take a walk along the ancient streets and look in the various shops. There are a lot of them there, and each shop sells fairly basic things. Souvenirs, handicrafts made from river materials, wood and pearls. Some things are interesting, but often it feels a little out of place. However, I was curious to see how they take pearls out of shells and how they cook fatty pork, for example. You can try local delicacies here. They also sell traditional Chinese dishes like zongzi, rice in bamboo and fried meat. And there are some very aesthetic, I would even say Instagrammable things. I always buy myself tangkulu, which is hawthorn and strawberries in sugar. Another popular thing, especially on Chinese social networks, is a drink like this. It's milk tea in bamboo topped with cream and a glaze type topping. It's tasty, but this is the first time I've ever seen it presented like this. If you step aside a little, you can find authentic places. People still live there and there aren't any tourists. These are all residential buildings, a real Chinese village with roosters, a vegetable garden, and grandmothers sitting in front of their homes. People here do ordinary everyday things. They sell fruits and sort garbage. If you see bridges, small or big, definitely walk across them. That's where the most magnificent views are. If you can, take a gondola ride down the canals. I also like the street that's located entirely on the water. I saw girls dressing up in Chinese dresses for photos there. But generally, it's just more shopping streets. The Yuan Garden subway station in Shanghai is considered one of the most beautiful in the city. It's on line 10 in the very heart of Shanghai, right by the picturesque Yuan Garden. It's the most popular tourist spot in the city. The station is decorated in a futuristic style. There's a curved ceiling that looks like it's imitating water waves. Yuan Garden is an ancient garden in the center of Shanghai, one of the most popular tourist spots in the city. You can get to Yuan Garden by subway. The closest station is Yuan Garden Station on line 10. It's just a 5-minute walk from the metro station to the park's entrance. Yuan Garden spans over 20 acres. It's a stunningly beautiful Chinese-style landscape park with ponds, bridges, pavilions, and a variety of plants. The entrance fee to the park is 50 yuan. Be ready for the huge crowds of tourists here. I got there at 9 a.m. on a weekday and there were already a lot of people. In my opinion, Yuan Garden is worth a visit. However, the presence of large crowds of tourists did not allow me to enjoy the park in all its beauty. Adjacent to the garden is the Yuan Bazaar. It's a very colorful, vibrant place, essentially a huge maze of restaurants and food stalls. You'll find steamed dumplings, traditional stores, and a whole food court offering noodles. The place is beautiful, and the atmosphere is reminiscent of a scene from a historical Chinese movie. It's like a scene from a postcard. There's the famous tea house where you can save a Chinese tea along with light bites. This is the city's most popular tourist destination. Visiting Yuan Garden and Yuan Bazaar took me about 3 hours. I was absolutely thrilled by this place, although I was a bit worn out due to the huge crowds you just can't avoid. Well, what can you do? It's Shanghai. Another must-visit metro station is the Lujiazui subway station at exit 6. It offers stunning views. There is also the famous escalator with views of the 3 most famous towers in Shanghai. Together, they create a futuristic silhouette in the Pudong district. It seems to me that they are especially spectacular in the evening when thousands of lights are reflected in the city. There is an observation deck at this station. The observation deck of the Shanghai Tower is one of the main attractions of the city, one of the highest observation decks in the world. The observation deck of the Shanghai Tower offers breathtaking panoramas of the entire metropolis with its skyscrapers and iconic buildings like the Pearl Orient TV Tower. A visit to the observation deck takes about 2 hours and leaves a truly unforgettable impression of Shanghai. The Bund is especially interesting to visit in the evening or even at night when the lights come on and stunning panoramic views of Shanghai at night open. On the other side of the river, the skyscrapers of the Pudong district stand with their bright light illumination. Across the Bund, there are buildings that were built in European architectural style during the colonial era. You can easily get here by subway to East Nanjing Road Station, followed by a 5-minute walk. This is Shanghai's main shopping street. It's attractive due to its numerous shops, shopping centers, and boutiques. The place is brimming with restaurants, cafes, and many other things of interest. It's really convenient to reach this place by subway, getting off at the station named Nanjing Road on line 2, 10, and 11. In this part of the city, there's far fewer tourists, and the views are even more stunning. You can get there by subway to the International Cruise Terminal Line 12 station. Here's a popular photo spot called Greenland. There are cool combinations of greenery and skyscrapers in the background. I'd recommend seeing the Postal Museum too. You can learn about the history of China's postal service there. It's pretty interesting and informative. Plus, the post office building itself is really cool, has a European style. And when you enter the building, be sure to look back. From here you get some of the best views of Shanghai's skyscrapers. The entrance is free. Take the subway to Tianton Station, lines 10 and 12. 1933, Old Milfan is a place to visit. This spot is popular among photographers these days. It looks like an art piece, and you can see a panorama of the city from the roof. It used to be a slaughterhouse, and they've maintained the original layout. The place is unusual. I found it interesting, but it might not be for everyone. Admission is free. Reach there via Heilun Road Station. Take lines 4 and 10. The Pudong Art Museum is famous in Shanghai. The museum offers visitors an inspiring immersion in modern art through diverse exhibitions and collections. The terrace presents the best view in Shanghai. It's worth seeing for that alone. The entrance fee is a bit steep, 150 yuan. Access is via Lujiazui subway station. Shanghai's China Art Museum is Asia's largest art museum, housed in the Old China Pavilion from the 2010 World Expo. The museum features a vast collection of contemporary and traditional Chinese art with paintings, sculptures, drawings, and applied arts. The highly unusual building itself is incredibly interesting and worth a close look at every detail. Admission here is completely free. The China Art Museum can be reached from Line 8 of the subway. These are the top places I'd see if I had just 3 days in Shanghai. If you have questions, ask them in the comments or find me on other social media. Have a great trip!